What's going on, my Flappy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. CATHY Engelbert ended up getting a tough question asked about Paige Bueckers making more money in Unrivaled than her rookie contract. And CATHY had to kind of give the backhand compliment and the reality check just a tad bit to separate why the WNBA is better than Unrivaled. We are about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 21,000, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
New York Post with Unrivaled, the announcement that Paige Bueckers is going to get a 3-year deal with them. In the first year of that, she's going to make more than what she's going to make in her entire rookie salary. I guess I'm just curious, what was your reaction to hearing that, and how does knowing the salaries that players are getting paid in a startup league that lasts only 10 weeks is better than a league that's been around for over 20 years?
Yeah, I think first of all, I think Paige already announced that like 6 months ago, maybe or so quite some time ago. I think it was already announced that Paige was signing a 3-year deal with them, had equity in the league. Obviously, I'm really proud of what Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart have thought through with that league. Obviously, I've talked to them. I went and attended back in February, so really proud of what they're doing there. Of course, we'll have, by the time we get done with 16 teams, over 190 players we need to take care of, so I know it's a lot easier to do 30 in one spot, so we obviously travel the world and the US and have a big platform. So I think what the WNBA offers is a huge platform to our players around their corporate partners, around activating. I mean, there's not one ad spot, I think, today, not one sporting event where you don't see an ad spot with a WNBA player in it. I think it's pretty cool, whether it's State Farm or Nike. I mean, Nike's first Super Bowl commercial in many years had WNBA players in it, and you just continue to see so many of our corporate partners step up and put our players into their ad spots, and that's a great sign and symbol. And anything that raises the game of basketball too, of women's basketball, obviously we support, and we are thrilled with the momentum we have coming off the NCAA season, coming off Unrivaled, but certainly thrilled with the viewership we have and the momentum we have and the capital coming into our league as well, and the investments our owners are making.
CATHY. Yes, the players are making more money, but they are a startup company right now, so a lot of the things that the WNBA they have to work for. Being broadcasted on different networks, the different states, different cities, locations, the fan base itself, the viewership, they have to work for all that, man. Now, I think they could get a tremendous boost if they add the stars of the league, more stars of the league, especially Caitlin Clark. That is a humongous weapon that the WNBA have, that Unrivaled doesn't have. And then also, I feel like that league will have to turn from 3-on-3 to 5-on-5. A lot of people don't respect the 3-on-3, and even Caitlin Clark stated that she don't necessarily like playing 3-on-3. So you will have to turn that league into a real league. And when I say real league, I mean 5-on-5. 24 shot clock, bigger court, just all the things that made it gimmicky from what a lot of people were saying. Like, let's just say they added all the players from the WNBA. Let's just say they did that. They wouldn't be able to necessarily pay the players like that. I don't feel like they would. I don't feel like they would be able to pay the players the same way the WNBA is necessarily paying. I think it would be the same issue, right? If you ended up getting all those players and putting them in Unrivaled, the salary cap and the salaries would be looking just like how the WNBA is looking. The viewership isn't there, man. Like, let's just keep it a grain. All right, the viewership is not there. The most they had was like 300-something thousand. We know who really has the eyes, who has the fan base right now, and that's Caitlin Clark. Really, that's the needle that separates Unrivaled and WNBA right now. And yes, the players are getting paid money, but the NOLA situation does pop up in my head when I think about Unrivaled. The Heidemann situation, the injury situation where they're adding players just left and right, which is why I say they should change from a 3-on-3 to a 5-on-5, add more time to the shot clock, because there was a lot of players injured. trying to keep up with that pace. The question I really have is, would these players have the opportunity to show up in commercials and things like that, like the Gatorade commercial that just dropped with Kendrick Lamar and Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson? Would they have those opportunities if they were playing in a 3-on-3 league? Do these other companies take that league serious? Now, I know Under Armour is sponsoring the jerseys. They're creating the jerseys and things like that, the merch. But do these other companies want to get behind a 3-on-3 league? I honestly just feel like the advantage that the WNBA have at this point is Caitlin Clark. Because I think the viewership would be there if Caitlin Clark was playing in it, honestly. And if they keep that rolling, I think maybe people will watch it. It's already hard to have people watch the WNBA. If you look at the WNBA season games without Caitlin Clark, they average like 300,000. So the same with Unrivaled. They averaged about 300,000. Well, I think it was 200,000. The most that they had was 300,000. So it's kind of right at the same spot without Caitlin Clark. So maybe years down the line, as they get it together and figure out what they want to really do, maybe they could turn it to the WNBA if they had Caitlin Clark and had Asia Wilson in there and, Kelsey Mitchell, had the stars that people are starting to tune in for. Maybe. But, yeah, right now, man, you can't say that they're more successful than the WNBA in 1 year. I just, nah. I can't give you that one. And I saw some people say that they could use Unrivaled as leverage when they go negotiate these contracts or the CBA. And honestly, man, Caitlin is the leverage, dog. I'm just keeping it in a gram, man. That's not even fanboying or all that good stuff. I'm just keeping it in a gram. If you don't have Caitlin Clark, the leverage isn't on your side, man. We see the viewership. Millions, most of the games, if not all the games, millions of viewership, and then the other games all stacking at 300,000. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. CATHY had to bring out the backhanded compliment and actually put a reporter in her place. Like, look, we're happy for them, and we always want to support women's basketball and what's helping women's basketball, but nah, man, we big dog. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all feel like Unrivaled at some point could be better than the WNBA? What if they did have Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Mitchell, all the players that we know and love in this league? What if they did change it to 5-on-5 and start expanding to different cities and getting more sponsorships? Do y'all think the viewership would go up? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.